Hello once again, guys. This time you join me on a quick review of my two Nokia phablet phones, which is the Nokia 8.3 5G, which I got in March this year, or was it February? Last year, sorry, 2021. And I just got this a few months ago. 3 months it's been. It's the Nokia G50. Now, they're both 6.8-inch screen phones, very good for media consumption. This one's got slightly better camera quality in recording. It records at 4K. It's got Carl Zeiss optics and 64 megapixel. This one I believe is 48 megapixel and only records at 1080p, but it's got a 5000 mAh battery. This one's got 4500. I do find this one lasts a bit longer, maybe because it's got the bigger battery and also less screen resolution. I think it's about 960 by 1800 or something. This one's 1080 by 2400 or something like that. So let's just quickly take them out. Oh, it's a fake unboxing really, because I've already opened them and been using them. But this is how they come out the box. So the G50 I got direct from the Nokia website. It costs $199.99. So that's how it comes. Looks quite nice. It's quite big, slim and tall. It's got polar blue at the back. As you can see, it's got 3 cameras and a LED. And also with this, I brought the case to go with it, which was $19.99, which was not worth it because later on I found copies on eBay for like $2.99, which I should have just bought. So that's the G50. I'll put that aside for a moment. And then we've got the 8.3 5G, which comes in this box, slightly better quality, better packaging. And this one is a darker and more shiny bluish color at the back. And it's got 4 cameras and a LED flash. They've both got the Google Help button there on the left hand side, and they've got the screen, the fingerprint sensor on each side. The difference between the two is, so I've got one in each hand now. You can't see much difference, but that's the 8.3 5G. It's got the camera in the corner, and that's the G50. It's got the camera in the middle at the top, and that's the difference in colors at the back. So I'll try and hold it as best as I can. But that's how they look compared side by side. Can't really tell the difference much, although this one is, the G50 is slightly taller out, about 0.02 inches, and they both feel good and hefty in the hand. They both weigh the same. Coincidentally, there wasn't any screen protectors out for the G50, so I used the same one from the 8.3 on here, and they fit fine. As you can see, I've got a screen protector on there. Now, the 8.3 5G, apparently RRP was £550, which is definitely not worth it. And I got it on offer for $299.99 from the Nokia website. And as part of the deal, to sweeten it, it came with this case, which I've now no longer used because it's stained. It do look like a brown tinge on it, and it came with this kickback stand, which I don't really use, so I never took it off and put it on the other one. So what you can do is you just put it inside, and you can just rest it and watch your movies and stuff. And because it's all like dark and dingy, I decided to get rid of this case. And I didn't fancy the stand anyway, because I don't really use the phone too much rested on a stand. So once that got dark, I purchased a third-party case for it from eBay for $2.99. It's almost the same. The only difference is it's not got the Nokia logo on there. So now I just keep it like that, protected. And the G50, that one comes with the official Nokia case, and it's the exact same rubber thing. All it's got is a Nokia logo at the bottom, and that was $19.99. And the third party ones were $2.99 for the 8.35G. However, there wasn't any G50 third party ones available at the time. Yeah, so the G50 cost $199.99 plus $19.99 for the case. So it's £220 total delivered. Whereas the 8.35G was I bought it about 8 months earlier. It's $299.99 plus it comes with this kickstand, and it comes with a case, and also to sweeten the deal, it came with a pair of Nokia wireless earbuds. They were also giving away the overhead phones, which I would have preferred. If you go into the gym or something, at least they won't fall off. Whereas these, if you got big ears like me, then they will fall off. So I'll open these and I'll show you what they look like. So these, they come in a little box like this, where you can attach a micro cable in there, a USB-C, sorry. You just attach the cable in there, and then it charges them up, and then you just take them out. That's one. That's the left one. And they're quite nice, black and shiny, like piano black. So I've not really used them much. Or the only benefit I could think of with these is like back in the day when you're listening to some music with a friend and you share a headphone each. At least you can wirelessly just share one each. So you could be like, I don't know, sitting in a car cruising, and you could have one headset each and listen to some tunes. So I suppose that's okay in that sense. But I've not really used them much because I don't really listen to music much, especially via headphones and stuff like that. Anyway, so getting onto the phones, I only use Android because I like my phones to look simple. So when I unlock my phones, well, I'm not really, my phones are not really locked, but that's how they look like. I like it plain and simple. Just a call button and an SMS button. Call and SMS. That's what I like about Android. I can just do that off the top of the bat. However, I had to download the Nova launcher for that because for some reason Nokia doesn't provide the launcher to be able to do that. So yes, I don't have any passwords or security on my phone because why? It's just hassle to unlock it. I've got no secrets to keep from anyone. So if I lose it, I lose it, and I don't store no valuable data on there. They're just there to call, text, and maybe watch a bit of YouTube or some movies. So yeah, so that's how I keep my phones, like that. And this one's 64 gigabyte with 6 gigs of RAM. This one's 64 gigabyte, 4 gigs of RAM. Performance wise, I don't do anything intensive, so I don't notice any difference between them. The only thing I do notice is that this one's got a better battery life, and it's a bit slimmer and a bit taller. So narrower and a bit taller. Otherwise, this one's supposed to have pure motion technology. I've streamed sports to both, and I can't tell the difference. But for the value for money, I would definitely recommend the G50. Of $109.99, 6.8-inch screen, and a screen's supposed to be Gorilla Glass for both of them. But I've got protectors on it anyway, and I've been through 5 protectors already because I'm always dropping my phones. I used to have a policy before that I don't put no cases on my phone or screen protectors. Just buy a phone that you can afford to lose. However, now that's changed because I want a slightly better phone that's a bit higher quality. So instead of spending £100 on a phone or using hand-me-downs, I've decided to go all out and buy new phones. So last year was the first time I bought a new phone. These 2 phones I bought SIM-free direct from Nokia. Normally I use hand-me-downs from the missus or my brother or my sister or something. But I thought, you know what, this year I'm just gonna buy it. And also, like if you see my previous video, the iPad M1 Pro that I'm recording this video from. I bought that last year as well. So last year I just splashed out. I thought I was getting a new device and enjoy them. So in terms of battery life, this one will give you almost a day, the 8.35G. Well, I think the G50 gives me a day and a half. But that's probably because I used the 8.3 more because I had it earlier, so I got more apps on there. But otherwise, they're the same. I've got unlimited calls and texts on both. This one, I've got 200 gigs of 5G internet with EE. This one, I've got just unlimited streaming with the Sky. So I use my Sky Go on that. And otherwise, this has always got Wi-Fi on, so I tether it to the other one. So I didn't see any point getting two phones with unlimited data. Yeah, so as a comparison, that's how they look. In terms of if you want to do like speed tests and games and that, I don't play any games, and they're both load about the same. This one's got a 765 octa-core chip. This one's got a 480. I'm sure if you did something intensive, there's probably a few seconds difference, but in terms of user interface and what could I say? User interface and how fluid it moves the screen and everything is fine. I don't think. In fact, now that I'm scrolling the menu up, the G50 feels better than the 8.3. And at max brightness, you probably find the G50 is probably slightly brighter. Like that. The one thing I don't like is the Google button on both of them, the Alexa. You can't just assign it to something else. That's the only downside. For some reason, the G50's Nokia logo is a bit brighter than this one. But they're both good phones, and I'm glad I got two different ones. They're the same phone twice, so this is a bit of difference in between them. But if you did want me to do any kind of benchmarks or anything, just leave a comment on what apps you want me to do, and I can compare these phones. Yeah, so that's that. And what else can I say about these? Not much, although I seem to notice that the 8.3 is updated a lot more regular on the software side than this one. But this one was newer, so maybe they've not developed anything yet. So that's all I can say about that. If you want me to do anything else with these, compare something, drop me a comment and we'll do it.